So, if you watched my video yesterday, you know that I was in a very bitchy mood yesterday. I was just in this fuck off mood to the whole world. Anyway, so this morning I went to work and I still felt like that, but I went to work anyway. Thought, okay, well, I like my job. I enjoy working on the beach. I get to be out in the sunshine. It'll be okay. This mood will pass, blah, blah, blah. So I went to work and I went to work and I've been pissing off my boss lately. And a very important lesson is if your boss tells you to do something a certain way, do it your boss's way. They pay you to do it. But I'm still learning to shut up and keep my opinions to myself. So I see things that can be done an easier way and I speak up. And at first the boss was okay with that. He liked other suggestions, but today I guess he was in a bad mood because there was this guy named Steve that he's very mentally slow, and if you talk to him it's like, Steve, did you do this? Yeah. Steve, did you do this? No. You should do this. Okay. So, I mean, I accept who he is and I accept his limitations and stuff. But anyway, so the boss asks Steve, Steve, did you have some water? No. So right after that, I made the mistake of telling Steve, Steve, you should have some water, it'll help cool you down. And the boss turns around and says, I just asked him, so he's fine, I've just asked. Okay. So then later, I had nothing to do, so I walked over to the boss who was cutting weeds, and I said, so what should I do? He said, well, I'm cutting the weeds, so this needs to be cleaned up. I said, okay, so I was walking towards the weeds because there was less than 10 pieces there to clean up, so I was just going to grab it with my hands, with the gloves, and scoop it up. And he says, grab the rake. I said, okay, but there's not much there. It's easier with your gloves. I said to get the rake, just do as you're told. Okay. So I went and got the rake, passed it to another coworker, said, I'm going to the bathroom. And even though I know that I did wrong by questioning the boss who's in charge, so I'm the one that did wrong, and there was no reason for me to be upset enough to cry about it, and I deserve to be snarled at because I've been questioning the boss about things a lot lately, and so I'm sure he's fed up with it, and so I know I deserved it, and I shouldn't have cried over it, but it upset me. I don't like being yelled at. It instantly brings me back to my past and stuff, and I have major issues with being yelled at, and I've learned from in the past already not to question the boss, not to talk to him about what's upsetting me or anything, because he gets into this very boss mode. Well, I know what's right. Okay, well, just because you know what's right doesn't mean I can't have my opinion. Well, you can have your opinion, but you know, I'm the one in charge, and you have to respect that I know what I'm doing. So, I've already learned not to speak up to the boss, but I thought that this was something minor and it wouldn't be a problem. Because seriously, there was like 10 pieces of grass or something on the path. And he said he was going to use the rake and the gloves. Well, you rake it up, but you still have to pick it up with your gloves anyway. So why bother using the rake? You know, just use your hands. It would have been done in one handful, but whatever. He's the boss. Gotta do as the boss says. Especially since they pay the bills. They give you your check. They're the ones that pay you, so just shut up and do your job. So I have to work on that, and I gotta say, it stressed me out so bad that I was like this close to quitting. It's a long walk to the bathroom, and I talked myself into, I don't deserve to be talked to like that, and I'm not ready for a job if this is what's gonna happen and stuff. But it was such a long walk to the bathroom that I decided that no, I need the money, and this is good practice for what a real job will be like when, you know, a real boss isn't going to care what you have to say. They're not going to care about your feelings. So, I'm not quitting, but I have to work really hard at learning to shut up and keep my opinions to myself, and that is really hard for me. I haven't had a voice for so long that now I'm finally strong enough to speak up, and I have to learn to shut up all over again. And it's going to take lots of effort, but I really like my job, and I'm not going to let stressful situations bother me. I have to just work through them. So yeah, that's my ramble for right now. I'll probably make another video later because I ramble about lots of stuff, but that's what's on my mind right now. So bye.